All right, on to Chapter 7, Way of the Warrior Kid. After a few days, I actually got used to getting up so early. By the third day, I didn't get the garbage can in my ears anymore. I was actually waking up early on my own every day. Wow. Today, after the morning routine of exercises, Uncle Jake had a pretty serious talk with me. So, do you think you are a warrior kid yet? He asked. I guess I might be, I told him. Why do you think you might be? Well, I'm waking up early every day and doing all the exercises you tell me to do. Do you think that makes you a warrior? Maybe, I asked him, but deep down I knew there was a lot more. Wrong, Uncle Jake cut me off. There's a lot more to being a warrior than just waking up early and working out. A lot more. What do you think the most important part of being a warrior is? Fighting the enemy? I asked, hoping for some good war stories. That is important, but it's just part of the job. Guess again. Being in the military? Again, that's a warrior's job, but it isn't the most important part of being a warrior. Got any other guesses? No, Uncle Jake, I'm stumped. It's the warrior code. Is that like a secret language? I asked. No, Uncle Jake laughed. It's not a secret language. It's the rules warriors live by, the standards they hold themselves and other warriors in their tribe. Like laws, I asked. Not really. Laws are what everyone lives by. They keep order. The warrior code isn't enforced by police. It is something you have to hold yourself to. Something that keeps you on the right path in life. What is the code then? What are the rules? Different warrior groups have different codes, depending on their culture, their time, and their society. Which one is best? They're all different. You need to go and look at them yourself, read through them, try to understand their different codes, and then come up with your own warrior code that you can live by. Okay, where can I find them? I'll give you some of them when we get home. When we got back to the house, Uncle Jake pulled out an old 3-ring binder. He handed it to me and simply said, Read. I will. And I did. I went up to my room and opened the notebook. It had a bunch of paper in it with different type and different size pages. Some of it was photocopied. Some of it was handwritten. These are some of the warrior codes that I found. So first, the SEAL code. Loyalty to country, team, and teammates. Serve with honor and integrity on and off the battlefield. Ready to lead, ready to follow, never quit. Take responsibility for your actions and the actions of your teammates. Excel as warriors through discipline and innovation. Train for war, fight to win, defeat our nation's enemies. Earn your trident every day. So in the book, there are lots more. The Viking laws, the Ranger Creed, and there's a big long list of them. I'm not going to read it all. I'm just going to jump ahead. So these things were super cool. I knew I had to start thinking about what Uncle Jake said, making a warrior code of my own. I started thinking about what it would say and what it would mean to live by a code like this. Alright, so we'll move on to Chapter 8. A Gift of Strength. This morning, I got up when my alarm clock went off at my new usual time, which Uncle Jake calls 0 dark 30. Of course, Uncle Jake wasn't in the room. He was already out somewhere doing some kind of exercise. I've begun to think that maybe Uncle Jake doesn't sleep at all. I never see him go to bed at night. I never see him get up in the morning. His bed is always made, so I wasn't surprised that he wasn't in the room. But what happened next did surprise me. Get up! Uncle Jake shouted as he burst into the room. I am up, I told him. Come on then, I got you a present. A present? I already knew not to expect anything normal. In fact, I pretty much expected something painful. Yeah, a little something for you. Come on. I put on my shorts, shirt, and running shoes and followed Uncle Jake downstairs. It's in the garage, Uncle Jake. It's in the garage, said Uncle Jake as we headed out of the door and through the backyard toward the garage. I wondered what in the world he could have in there. A new bike? A go-kart? No, I knew this would be something more, should I say, practical. He opened the door to the garage and I walked in. I looked around. Nothing. What? I asked him. What? He replied. What is it? I asked, still not seeing anything new in the garage. Look up, Uncle Jake said with a big smile on his face. Slowly I began to look up, with no idea what to expect. Then I saw it, staring back at me. A pull-up bar. What do you think? Uncle Jake asked me. It was a crazy-looking and kind of scary thick metal bar bolted onto two heavy-duty pieces of wood. I made it last night while you were sleeping. I guess I should have been happy, or thankful, but I was scared and nervous and embarrassed because I already knew that I couldn't do a single pull-up. And now here I was with Uncle Jake, about to see exactly how weak I really was. As I stood there thinking all these horrible thoughts, Uncle Jake jumped up and did 25 pull-ups, like it was nothing. This is a good bar, he told me. Give it a try. Here. He had built a little box for me to step onto so I could reach the pull-up bar. He pushed the box under the bar and said, "Step on up and let's see what you've got." It seemed like a year passed as I stepped up onto the box and slowly reached toward the pull-up bar. I grabbed a hold of it. It was much thicker than the pull-up bar at school, which made it even harder to hold on to. And then, just like the last day of school, I pulled as hard as I could, but nothing happened. I tried again and even grunted a little bit to try to prove to Uncle Jake I was really trying, but the grunting didn't do much. Uncle Jake stood there and watched. After a few more seconds, I lost my grip and slipped off the bar. "Sorry, Uncle Jake," I told him, embarrassed at my strength, or should I say my complete lack of strength. "Don't be sorry," he replied. "Sorry won't get you stronger. Now here's what we're going to do." He took another box he had made, which was taller than the first one, and put it under the bar. "Step up on this bar, grab the bar, and then jump up until your chin is over the bar. Then I want you to hold yourself up there as long as you can, and when you can't hold it any longer, come down as slowly as you possibly can." I followed his instructions. I grabbed the bar, jumped up, and got my chin over the bar. I held myself up for a few seconds, and then, when I couldn't stay up any longer, I came down as slowly as I could. As soon as I got down to the bottom and my feet touched the box, Uncle Jake sounded off, "Now do it again!" I did. The next time, my muscles were already tired, so I couldn't hold myself up as long, and I came down faster. "Again!" Uncle Jake yelled again, and I did it again, and again, and again. Finally, when I could barely get myself up over the bar and basically dropped right back down again, Uncle Jake said, "Okay, now take a break." When I joined the Navy, I could barely do 7 pull-ups, but the Navy gave me a program and I stuck with it. I still do it today. Now I can do about 50 of them, pretty easily. You want to know how you get good at doing pull-ups? "How?" I asked. "By doing pull-ups." And by the time the summer is over, you'll be doing at least 10 pull-ups. Pull-ups in a row, and by the time you get back to school, how do you think that sounds? I was thrilled. I was going to be able to do 10 pull-ups. I wouldn't be the laughingstock of gym class anymore. "I think that sounds awesome," I told him. "Well, remember, those pull-ups aren't going to happen by themselves. You are going to have to earn them with hard work and dedication. Understand?" I understand, and I did understand. This was going to be hard work, but it was going to be worth it. "All right, next set," Uncle Jake barked. I stepped up back on the box, grabbed the pull-up bar, jumped up, started all over again on my path to 10 straight pull-ups. All right, that's it for 7 and 8.